desert wind screamed across the canyon like 1,000 lost souls, carrying with it the scent of danger and death. He rode through the night, his horse's hooves pounding against the cracked earth, lightning flashing over jagged rocks. Samuel Kane, the cowboy whose name was whispered in saloons as both legend and menace, had never been one for mercy, but something in the flickering glow of a lantern ahead made him pause. There she was, a lone figure slumped by the side of a broken wagon, drenched in rain and trembling with exhaustion. Her name was Lillian Hart, a rancher's daughter known for her courage, though tonight that courage had brought her to the edge of survival. Without thinking, Samuel leaped from his horse, dragging her to safety behind a wind-battered outpost, the wood groaning as thunder cracked overhead. She looked up at him with wide, haunted hazel eyes, her dark hair plastered to her face, and whispered, "Thank you, but you shouldn't have come." He smiled, though his gut churned with unease. "A dying woman shouldn't be alone in the storm," he said, though he had no idea just how true her words would become. As the storm raged, he tended to her wounds, igniting a small fire in the shelter's cracked hearth. The wind rattled the windows, rain hammering against the roof like an army of drums. He noticed subtle tremors in her hands, a tension that didn't match fear alone. "What happened out there?" he asked softly. She flinched, as if expecting betrayal in every question. I'm fine," she muttered, her voice tight. But Samuel sensed the lie. Outside, hooves echoed faintly on the desert's uneven terrain. Samuel's hand instinctively hovered near his revolver. In the Wild West, danger rarely came alone, and soon he would discover that her secrets were darker than the storm. Footsteps approached, deliberate, controlled. Sheriff Rourke, a man whose law meant power and whose eyes hid a shadow of cruelty, stepped into the doorway, rain streaming off his hat. "Hand her over, Kane," he said, voice cold, his gun glinting in the lightning. Samuel's heart sank. He didn't know the full story, but he knew enough Lillian's life was tangled in something deadly. As the sheriff advanced, she clutched Samuel's arm, her grip fierce. "Don't trust him," she hissed. Samuel froze, torn between instinct and reason. The storm outside pounded as if urging him to act, and in that moment, the air was thick with fear, betrayal, and a forbidden attraction he could no longer deny. He realized he had not just saved her from the storm, he had ridden straight into the eye of a far greater danger. Gunfire erupted, splintering the old wooden walls. Lillian ducked beside him, eyes wide but unyielding, as bullets tore through the shelter. Samuel's revolver barked in return, smoke curling in the flickering firelight. The sheriff's men pressed forward relentlessly, shadows in the rain-swept night. And then, in a heart-stopping twist, Lillian revealed the truth. Her hands clutched a blood-stained envelope, proof of a betrayal that could topple the entire town's power structure. "I didn't tell anyone," she admitted, her voice trembling, "because it would kill them, and it would kill you too." Samuel's pulse raced. He had saved her life, but her deadly secret threatened to destroy them both. The desert storm seemed to pause, nature itself holding its breath. As the climax surged, the sheriff aimed directly at Samuel, and Lillian threw herself in front of him, her body shielding his. "Step back!" she cried, courage overriding fear. In a blur of motion, Samuel tackled the sheriff, their struggle spilling into the rain-soaked dirt outside. Lightning lit the canyon in harsh, silver light, revealing faces twisted with rage and desperation. Lillian's envelope had vanished in the chaos, its deadly contents still a secret, a motive hidden even from Samuel. He fought with every ounce of strength, but he could not predict the final twist. The sheriff's gun discharged, a shot ringing through the night bud. It missed them both, striking a nearby post, splintering it into jagged fragments. Silenza fell, broken only by the wind and their ragged breaths. Aston broke, paint in the desert in bruised pinks and gold. Samuel and Lillian stood together, drenched, exhausted, alive. The storm had passed, but the tension of secrets lingered. He had saved her life. Yes, but what was more dangerous was the knowledge that he could never fully trust her again. And yet, in that quiet moment, he realized one undeniable truth. His heart would follow her into any storm, any danger, any forbidden secret she carried. The Wild West had forged them in fire, and though the truth remained hidden, their bond had been forged stronger than any law or threat. Comment below if you want part 2 of this thrilling Wild West saga, and subscribe for more untold stories of love, survival, and danger.